Dr. Kemi Lawrence, Saturday, 28th of September, 2024. Rinu and Aisha are two ladies that were in the forefront of the EndSARS protest in 2020. Now, you guys remember that I started Reform SARS, Shegun Usain Segalin started EndSARS. These were online campaigns, and we were against each other. And after a while, the beef ended, and Shegun convinced our side that you can't reform SARS. And we saw what they were doing, and we joined. We formed a coalition online, and it was not just a coalition. Shegun would travel to Abuja almost every week, going to see reps and members of the Senate to get a bill passed against extrajudicial killing. This one that SARS used to just shoot people and kill them without any court. All that had to stop. He got bills passed, several bills. We finally signed an agreement with the police on 5 for 5. Okay, and 5 for 5 were things that we wanted the police to do, including stop executing people, release all the protesters and people that have protested in the past, and what's the other thing? Increase the salaries of officers. And we just did all this stuff. And at the end of the day, the hard work we did was hijacked by these people. Aisha Yesufu and Rinu were part of them. They put themselves in the forefront of the EndSARS protests so that they can look like some kind of heroes. And they were successful doing it. They went to Jack Dorsey of Twitter and asked Jack Dorsey to promote their Bitcoin account number, and they raised 340 million total. Even when they were doing the accounting of the money, they even cheated Nigerians who were donating to them. They couldn't account for it properly. Fayikemi Abudu and the rest of them, Feminist Coalition, they were all fraudsters. They blinded Nigerians, everybody donated, even celebrities abroad donated, and the rest is history. Twitter ended up being banned by President Buhari because they deemed it as the social platform helping raise funds for an uprising against the government. Now, we were mad because we are the ones that own EndSARS, and they took it on the streets. We did not want to go on the streets. We even tried to get Naira Marley and Falls, the bad guy, not to go on the streets. They still went on the street. Not Naira Marley, but Falls went on the street that morning. Let me tell you what happened that morning, October 6, 2020. That morning, okay, to be convinced and fully assured that the police would implement what we agreed on, Naira Marley decided to challenge the police to a debate. So Frank Umba was answering questions from Naira Marley on Instagram Live. I still have that live video. At the end of the day, after that was done, Falls and whoever, the rest of them, went out there and protested till 11 a.m., like 7:30 to 11 a.m., and they left Lekki Toll Gate. Around 12, we just started seeing people arriving at Lekki Toll Gate when the protest was over. They kept arriving. Fayikemi Abudu, Aisha Yesufu, who was in Abuja at the time, Rinu, Lagos, and I don't know, all these girls, these coalition girls, just all organized and mobilized people to come to Lekki Toll Gate without the DSS knowing a thing, the army or the police. They did it fantastically, secretly, and this is how people kept arriving until 2 in the afternoon, and Lekki Toll Gate was a standoff siege. They took it over. They blocked it for 10 days, and Buhari had to send the army out there to disperse the protesters by firing bullets into the air and into protesters. Something we didn't agree with, okay? And then they suddenly turned it into a massacre where only 3 people actually died, 1 of the bullet, and 2 drowned after the panel was done. At the end of the day, the most important thing that you have to look at here is these people are glorified thieves. Okay, Rinu's a fake activist. She went to America and other countries to go portray herself as that youth activist and give herself this name she built on false information. Aisha Yesufu was in Abuja putting her hands up in the air, being some kind of hero. I mean, she will ultimately be outed as a hush mommy, a fraudster, okay, under her Labour Party campaign drama. You know, these people are only there for the money. For them to even open their mouths, for Aisha to even say the Falana family must not even let this go. Who the fuck is the Falana family? Another set of glorified thieves? Rinu, I'm going to ask you a question right now. You're calling VDM a cloud chaser, right? You know, I have never seen VDM in my life, nor ever talked to him, and I don't have to. But I'm going to put my opinion out there. Because once you tell the truth, they hate you, and I really don't give a fuck who hates me. I'm just going to drop the truth out there. Now, you tell me something, Rinu. When you guys were raising that money, and you gave Dorsey of Twitter your Bitcoin number, did you not raise 340 million total? And you guys couldn't account for every single penny you spent, telling Nigerians that you actually bought 11 million naira worth of pure water for the protesters. Gather that you even said that. Let me ask you a question. You shared that money among yourself, and then you were going for your lavish vacation. Were your passports not seized at the border, at least turned off? Okay, you guys couldn't travel because of somebody above who told them to freeze your passports at the border. Did Feyikemi Abudu not tweet all these things? Okay, but you sat down there, you paired yourself around with David Hyundai, and you all made yourself exiles. You know what I mean? So the world can look at you as innocent people. Please, no one is after you. Okay? Now, to undo your passport so that you guys could travel, who did you pay that money to? Was it not Fallon? Renu, please answer that question. Yes or no? Did you not pay Fallon money to help you secure your passports and help you unlift it? And then later on, the Nigerian government said they should unlift your passport, unban it, and you can travel. Then you finally fled the country. Tell the truth. Tell Nigerians the truth. Don't sit your ass down there with your puffy coconut head and telling people, okay, that VDM is a cloud chaser. He's not chasing cloud. He's changing the country. This is what we want. I'm 60 years old. I shouldn't be outside Nigeria. I've already lived 31 years in the States, 5 in Canada, and not to count the UK. I should be in Nigeria enjoying myself in my own home. I bought 3 homes in America in 31 years. I was a homeowner. One of those homes, I could have paid it off now. I've never built a house in Nigeria. You come home broke into a country that's so messed up. Today, the 28th of September, the Naira is 1,700 to the dollar. What kind of nonsense is that? So make sure you keep your mouth shut. Nobody wants to hear your filthy talk. Okay, you and Aisha Yesufu. Aisha should not even open her mouth because she's also a glorified thief with what she did to the funds of the Labour Party. All of you mismanaging funds and all that. Naomi Campbell is the next one on the list. Mismanaging funds, stealing funds, glorified thieves and all that. You paid Fallon a part of that EndSARS money. And his son, Falls, was one of the people that protested that morning. And I remember very well you guys were tweeting that people should support all the protesters, the main people who protested, like Mr. Macaroni Falls and all that. You wrote the actual words, support their music, support their comedy and all that, so they can get more streams, and everybody got their accounts verified by Jack Dorsey. We have not forgotten. So please shut the fuck up and don't get involved. I'm coming for everybody around here. Bobrisky must go to prison. All right, there are young people in prison who have not had the opportunity for a trial. You cannot say because you have some kind of godfather. Look at all that money people were donating to Bobrisky. They didn't donate it to him in prison because he was not in prison. The money was going into his bank account. And the banks need to show us that statement. Yes, and it's the same damn fucking EFCC that needs to do that. When Samuel Ogurikpe was reportedly getting a huge amount of money from a PDP politician, okay, to publish something about Boko Haram and who's sponsoring them, they went after him. They surrounded the house of the Premium Times editor looking for Samuel Ogurikpe, who had already fled to New York. He started his own thing there, People's Gazette. We can't forget these things. What's the first thing they do? They froze his account, and that's the EFCC that does that. The very same EFCC should freeze Bobrisky's account and see where all those donations went to and who got paid what. We're not letting this go. Nigeria must know the truth. I'm Dr. Kemi, retired journalist. I will keep giving my opinions. So Rinu and Aisha, shut the fuck up.